Hey gamers, are you looking to have a run in Shape of Dreams like this? Then I have 7 awesome tips for you to enhance each of your runs to continue to improve at the game. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start it off with the early map hunter nodes. So for the first constellation map, you're going to want to go through all the normal nodes, as many as you can, and let the hunters catch up to you. That way, you can do a whole bunch of these hunter nodes while staying close to the last boss level, but don't enter the boss level yet. You'll want to do as many hunter nodes as you can, because while you are underpowered, so are the enemies. So this is the easiest time to get a lot of experience points to quickly level up your character early on. What you want to keep in mind though is that the hunters will ramp up in difficulty. So you'll see in the top right corner of the screen that there's a hunt threat. So for each hunter node that you do, that'll go up by 1 each time, ramping up the difficulty until it gets to the highest difficulty at level 5. At that point, then you'll want to be, within 1 or 2 nodes of the boss level. So if things are getting too difficult, you can go right to the boss. And by the time you get through and beat the first boss and you get to the second constellation map, you're feeling pretty overpowered already by that point. Moving to number 2 with Deja Vu. So Deja Vu unlocks once you hit total level 50. So that's not your individual character level, but all of your character levels added up to their total level. So once you get 50, you'll unlock Deja Vu. This mechanic lets you unlock memories and essences that you use while playing to defeat the final boss. Anywhere from common all the way up to unique memories and essences can be unlocked in this system. Then you can use this system to pay Stardust for the memory or essence that you want to use, and you can actually start with that on your next run. Moving on to 3, free loot is the best loot. So normally if you go to a merchant node, that's the one with the gold magnifying glass, normally if you go there, there's a merchant there that you can look at various items. There's a selection of items that you can pay gold for in order to get either a memory or an essence. In this case, if you wait until the hunter node is actually on that merchant node, the merchant will no longer be there. So then you'll have to go and defeat the hunters on that particular node. But once you do, the merchant will leave behind his backpack, and then you can claim an item, and it's totally free. You don't have to pay any gold whatsoever. So that's the one benefit of going after those merchant nodes once the hunters have occupied the space. The only problem is you don't have a selection, you just get a random one. Next up at 4 are flexible slots and skills. So if you click into your skill tree here, you'll see that you have 4 different skill paths. There's flexible, life, imagination, and destruction. So the flexible skills, which are associated with your active abilities, those can be slotted into any of the 4 skill paths. Vice versa, you can actually take destruction, life, or imagination skill and put that into one of the flexible slots. This allows you to really diversify your build if you really want to. The other thing is, if you don't have like a destruction node that's unlocked, and say you want to use 4 destruction nodes, but you only have 3 unlocked, then you can take one of the destruction nodes or destruction skills, and then you can add that into your flexible slot. This really gives kind of like a wide diversity and flexibility in your builds, which can really make for a unique experience. Number 5 on the list is Diminishing Returns, and I'm talking specifically about upgrading your memories at the Shimmering Well using Dream Dust. So there are some memories for certain characters where you'll eventually find Diminishing Returns. As you'll see when you go to the Shimmering Well and you go to your upgrades and your memories, there's yellow text which shows what the specific upgrades will be every time you upgrade a memory. So eventually, some of the text in those memories will be grayed out instead of yellow. Take Mist Passive Astrid's Masterpiece, for example. You will eventually be able to upgrade it to a point where the triggering effect will be down to 0.5 seconds, and then you won't be able to get it any lower. So it actually, there's more bang for your buck than going and upgrading your other memories instead. The sixth tip is what I like to call dodge in the red. So there are actually two ways to dodge in this game. When you're close to the enemy and you see their red AoE, the first way to dodge is to dodge outside of the circle, but you can actually dodge within the circle if you time it right. So as you can see there, I dodged outside of the circle. There, I dodged within the circle and still didn't take any damage. Then you can get popped up like that, and you will take damage if you don't time it right. But bonus tip, you can actually, when you get popped up, you can dash out. The final tip are meteor showers. Let it rain that sweet, sweet stardust. So first you'll have to look for that strong smell of lizard by going to the node that has the little pink present next to it. When you get there, there's actually some stardust that you can pick up before you meet with the vendor. But the lizard vendor will eventually sell you a book that's called The Star Seeker's Journal. You can pick that up for a little bit of gold, and then you can move on to the next area of the map looking for a node that has a pink exclamation point on it. It will indicate that stars are falling from the sky. You can randomly come across these meteor showers, but why leave it to chance? Clear out those enemies and take what's yours. There's a lot of stardust you can collect on that node. Then you can take that stardust and use it to upgrade your character, or to use it towards the Deja Vu system to enhance your next run. I hope these tips turn your nightmare runs into a dreamlike state. If you've been enjoying Shape of Dreams, then why don't you check out my other video to see what surprised me about it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.